Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Baltimore Ravens' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Baltimore RAVENS fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. You better buckle up because the NFL landscape might be shifting in a way that could redefine the AFC North, and more importantly, the Ravens' future. Rumors are swirling around Tristan Wirfs, the dominant right tackle of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and this isn't just your typical trade speculation. This could be a game changer, a move that would fortify Baltimore's offensive line in a big way, especially as they gear up for what's shaping up to be a crucial stretch in the postseason. Let's unpack everything, what it means for the Ravens, the potential impact on Lamar Jackson, and how this fits into Baltimore's long-term strategy. First off, Tristan Wirfs has been nothing short of a juggernaut in 2025. The guy has been a rock for Tampa Bay's offensive line, and his stats speak volumes. Over 912 snaps in 13 games so far, he's allowed just 2 sacks. Impressive for anyone, but especially for a tackle of his caliber. His run block win rate is sitting at an elite 84%, and he's graded at an astonishing 92. Won by PFF. That's the kind of consistency that makes teams consider moving mountains to get him. Plus, his EPA per run, which measures how much he positively contributes to the success of run plays, is +1. 3, showing he's not just protecting the passer, but also paving the way for big gains on the ground. You see, Wirfs isn't just another tackle. He's a titan of the game, a guy who can anchor an entire offensive line and elevate the unit's performance. His career stats are equally impressive. 4 Pro Bowls, 78 games played, and only 10 sacks allowed over his career. His low sack number really highlights how elite he's become at protecting the quarterback, and his consistency is reflected in PFF grades consistently above 91. Even with some injuries, like the ankle issue in Week 5, Wirfs has shown resilience. In Week 8, he was a literal wall against Atlanta, allowing 0 pressures and dominating the matchup against Grady Jarrett. When you compare him to other top tackles like Penei Sewell of the Lions, Wirfs holds his own. If anything, he might be the anchor Baltimore's offensive line has been craving. Now, why would Tampa Bay consider trading Wirfs? Well, it's all about cap space and team priorities. With a hefty cap hit of around $28 million in 2025 and a potential savings of $24 million if they move him, the Buccaneers seem to be at a crossroads. They're trying to rebuild their defense, especially along the defensive line, where their PFF grade currently sits at 63. 1, a number that indicates they're in the middle of a rebuild. They're also eyeing extensions for players like safety Winfield Jr., which makes the cap situation even tighter. So, trading Wirfs could free up significant space, allowing them to focus on a long-term rebuild, particularly on the defensive side, which is where they need the most help. For the Ravens, this could be a perfect storm. Right now, Baltimore's offensive line has been a mixed bag, PFF grades around 68. 4, with Lamar Jackson under pressure, and sacked 24 times this season. The injury to Wiggins, which has sidelined him since December, has only added pressure on Lamar and the offensive line as a whole. Adding Wirfs, paired with Ronnie Stanley, who has been solid when healthy, could be exactly what the doctor ordered. Imagine a line with Wirfs and Stanley anchoring the right and left sides, giving Lamar the protection he needs to extend plays and make those explosive plays downfield. The run game, led by Derrick Henry, would also benefit immensely. With Wirfs protecting the edge and Henry gaining momentum, the Ravens could see a significant boost in their rushing efficiency. Henry, who is on pace for around 100 yards with an average of 4.7 yards per carry, could become even more dangerous behind a stronger, more reliable line. This move could also have a ripple effect on the entire AFC landscape. The Ravens, already sitting at 7-7, could use a boost to solidify their playoff push. Improving the offensive line with a guy like Wirfs could be the difference in close games, especially against top-tier defenses like Cleveland's or Pittsburgh's. Plus, with the Ravens' defense playing at a solid level, allowing just about 150 yards per game on the ground, they're primed to control clock and keep their opponents' offenses off the field. Strengthening the front line on both sides of the ball could push Baltimore from a good team to a serious Super Bowl contender. Looking ahead, the potential impact on the playoffs is huge. The Super Bowl odds for the Ravens currently hover around plus 200, but if they manage to bolster their trenches with a player of Wirfs' caliber, those odds could shift drastically. The idea of Wirfs anchoring the offensive line, offering Lamar Jackson the protection he needs to unlock even more of his rushing and passing potential, is exciting. It's reminiscent of the impact Trent Williams had on the 49ers, an elite tackle who anchors the entire line and elevates the team's overall performance. If the Ravens can pull off a trade like this, it could be the catalyst for a deep playoff run and perhaps even a shot at a Lombardi trophy. But let's not forget the broader AFC picture. The division is stacked, every team fighting hard for playoff positioning, and the right tackle spot has become a crucial part of that puzzle. The AFC North is known for its gritty, trench warfare style, and having Wirfs on the Ravens' side would send a clear message to the rest of the league that Baltimore is serious about reclaiming dominance. It would also force other teams to reconsider their strategies when facing the Ravens, knowing that the offensive line is about to become even more formidable. Now, some fans might wonder about the risks, trading draft picks, the adjustment period, and whether Wirfs' style fits the Ravens' scheme. But given his track record, his durability, and his elite performance this season, it's clear that he could be a cornerstone piece for years to come. The Ravens have shown a willingness to invest in their trenches, and this move would be a testament to that philosophy. Plus, with the NFL trending more towards powerful, dominant lines, Baltimore's front office might see this as a necessary step to stay competitive in a league where control up front often translates into winning championships. In the grand scheme of things, this potential trade isn't just about acquiring a talented tackle. It's about sending a message to the entire league. The Ravens are serious about their Super Bowl aspirations, and they're willing to make bold moves to get there. With Wirfs protecting Lamar, opening up running lanes for Derrick Henry, and stabilizing the line for the long haul, Baltimore could be on the verge of a new era, one where they're not just contenders, but favorites in the AFC. The AFC is a gauntlet, but with the right pieces, Baltimore could rise above, reclaim their throne, and set their sights on returning to the Super Bowl stage. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Baltimore Ravens news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Baltimore Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you believe Wirfs is the upgrade the Ravens need to push them over the top? Would you be excited to see him protecting Lamar and paving the way for a dominant rushing attack? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us and to the Ravens. Remember, this isn't just a fan channel. It's our family, and your voice counts. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Ravens news. We're on the cusp of something big, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for this team. Let's go, Ravens.